What's up, YouTubers and plant lovers? It's Justin, and today I was going to try and show you how to rescue one of my beloved bonsais. Now this is my crabapple bonsai tree, and it is without a doubt one of my favorite bonsai trees I have. And as you can tell, it's fallen ill here lately. I had to consult an arborist. I thought it was a fungus called Venturius inequalis, but he said it was cedar apple rust. So either way, they're both a fungus, and the latter one can occur whenever you have any kind of apple tree or crabapple tree or a juniper or a cedar within so many feet of each other. But I wanted to show you an organic way to try and go ahead and defeat this problem and hopefully save my apple tree. So as you can tell, today it's going to be a little different. Usually I'm recording indoors, but for all of you that always want me to record outside, you're getting your wish. Because of this fungus, it is actually kind of a serious issue. I don't think it will kill my tree, but it will definitely leave it unsightly. And I love this tree, so I want to make sure that nothing's going to actually happen to it. It is one of my larger bonsais, and it's been in its training pot for about 3 years now. And I really just kind of want to take care of it and make sure it's going to be okay. But what I need is a plastic bag. You want to dispose of the leaves either by kind of throwing them away or burning them, because any of the infected leaves could touch other leaves and infect them too. So you really kind of want to dispose of them properly and make sure that they're not going to touch any other plant and get any other species sick in all this. Also got my pruning shears here. You cannot say that you love your trees or any of your plants if you're cutting on them with any kind of rusty or dull scissors. So always make sure you sharpen them and sanitize them as well. Alright, so this way I'm going to be going ahead and killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I really do need to do some late kind of pruning with this guy. He's put on so much mass, and I also need to get rid of any of these damaged leaves that may be causing a problem. So, and as I said, you want to throw anything away and dispose of it properly. If you're not even sure if a leaf is infected, go ahead and remove it. It's better to be safe than sorry. Now just make sure that you're taking care not to let leaves touch any other part of the tree that may not be infected. As I cut them off, I'm going to go ahead and throw them in the bag and do that kind of away from the tree so it's not touching any other leaves and infecting those. Now your hands will be dirty, but take care not to touch any other leaf with your hands or the pruning shears even. Alright, now that I have my new green pillow, I have making sure to gather every little sick leaf that I can pretty much find. Obviously you're not going to be able to get every single one of them. This is going to be not a long drawn out process, but it will take a while because some leaves won't look infected and some leaves do look slightly infected, and as it goes on they're going to show a little bit more rust and kind of a sickly look, but you know, about once a week I'll come out here and check it out and do some more active pruning on here to kind of help it further along. Now the best bet to actually help care for this sick tree would be to make sure that it's not getting too much water, and wherever the location is that you have it sitting, make sure it gets plenty of air movement around the leaves. Now this active pruning will also help because more air will be able to get in through the branches and the leaves, and that'll help in turn make sure that this fungus won't set up shop anymore. Now, I probably will just have to use some of that copper fungicide. I don't really want to, but my situation is a little bit more advanced than I prefer to see on my beloved crabapple. So I probably will use a little bit of that copper fungicide just to kind of spray and help it along, just because it was kind of dire. But like I said, if you're just monitoring the water, giving it a lot of sunlight and a lot of air movement around there, your tree will actually be okay if you catch it early enough. Alright, like I said, you just kind of want to make sure you get all of the leaves out of the pot. Any of these damaged, infected leaves can spread this rust to any other clean, kind of healthy leaves that you have. And it can also spread it to other trees and other plants. So make sure that you're not composting this. You want to actually get it and burn it, or kind of lock it up and throw it in the trash and make sure that it's not going to actually get out and spread any other fungus to any other kind of plants that may be within 100 feet or so of your yard. So as I said, I gathered all these up and I'm going to go ahead and toss this in the trash. And over the next couple of weeks, I'm just going to come out here and give it some more active pruning to make sure that I can get rid of any of this other rust that may be kind of hanging out on any of the other leaves. Alright, now as I said, this is going to be a little bit of a work in progress, so some of the leaves do look a little sickly, but for now I think he's going to be okay, and I'll try to keep him out of the rain. That's all Kentucky's had here recently, is just rain after rain, so I know that that's had some of an effect on my crabapple, but I also do have a couple apple bonsai trees that I'm trying to seclude away from this hot mess right now. Alright guys, well that's really all I wanted to do and kind of show you how to take care of a sick bonsai tree like this, or do some active kind of general all maintenance pruning. If you do have a plant question, be sure to hit me up on Patreon. That is the fastest way to get me to respond. I usually get bogged down with a lot of questions and comments and emails. So if you do have any questions, that would be the best bet to get me to respond. While you're at it, go ahead and leave me a comment and let me know what your favorite kind of bonsai tree is, or if you even have any at all. This is one of my oldest ones, and I love it to death, and I'm a little worried about it, but I think we've got it just in time to actually kind of save it. And like I said, I wasn't exactly sure what disease this is, so if you do know, leave that down in the comment sections for me to find out as well. And while you're at it, hit the subscribe button or the bell next to it. That way you'll know anytime that I've uploaded a new video. You guys have a good one, take it easy, and don't forget, always plant prudently. Thank you, YouTube.